One time I brought this young man back to the hotel room, the Ambassador Hotel.
Estes method inside a body bag.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Photograph! What did Dahmer like to do?
Oh my god. It's a bedroom with blood like splatter.
No way. Who took your life, Steven?
Dahmer?
It sounded like Dahmer.
My mother have to go through this again. Never, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I hate you, mother. I hate you. This is out of control. No, Jeffrey, I kill you. And look at me, mother. I kill you.
Concentrate, man.
I can kill you. You don't have to worry.
One time I brought this young man back to the hotel room, the Ambassador Hotel. Was just planning on drugging him and spending the night with him. I had no intention of hurting him. When I woke up in the morning, he had a broken rib here. I was heavily bruised. Apparently I had beaten him to death with my fists.
And you have no memory?
I have no memory of it. But that's what started the whole spree all over again.
Ready for this next investigation?
I am kind of ready, but not ready.
We're packing some crazy shit, too. I don't even want to say what this is right here.
Nobody has ever done what we're going to do.
This one, no.
No.
I know that the coffin one, Twin Paranormal has done it, and other people. And again, we didn't take credit for it. We didn't see it at the
But
time.
we've never seen it, and
No.
we've never done it. But this, nobody's done it.
Dude. And it's gonna be, I don't even want to say the name, well, people already know it by now, but...
Yeah.
On the night of July 22nd, 1991, Milwaukee police finally discovered the horrendous secrets that Jeffrey Dahmer had been desperately hiding for many years. Acting on a tip from a young gay man who escaped from Dahmer's apartment, police searched number 213 and found a chamber of unimaginable horrors. Human heads and a heart wrapped and bagged in the freezer. Hands and feet at the bottom of his soup kettle. Skulls tucked away in a file cabinet. And this blue barrel stuffed with dismembered torsos soaking in acid. Dahmer would spend the next 24 hours confessing, telling in vivid detail of a murder spree that began in 1978.
Look, I'm even rocking my Unsolved Mystery shirt.
Wait till you see my shirt underneath here.
I think I kind of have a guess of what it is already.
I just don't want to walk in with the damn shirt. They're gonna be
When he was 18 and ended with 17 young men dead.
I had this reoccurring fantasy of meeting a hitchhiker on the road and of taking him hostage and doing what I wanted with him. And I never in my wildest nightmares thought that it would become a reality.
Why would Dahmer have, as he put it, created his own Holocaust? How did he become so filled with evil? It would be comforting to point to an abusive childhood, an early life filled with hatred or horror, but his was filled with love.
Jeff was the most beautiful, darling, sweetest baby, the nicest young boy.
There just were no real signs when he was growing up.
Imagine your child grows up to be a murderer. Would you still love him? Would the guilt and sense of responsibility be overwhelming? Jeffrey Dahmer's parents have struggled mightily to understand what might have gone wrong with their child. His father's search for an explanation led him to look inward.
Like, I can't believe that we are 20 minutes away to where the Milwaukee cannibal murdered one of his first victims.
He bagged up the body and just took the body, right? Took the body to his house?
Yeah, well, we want to talk about it, but I think we're going to wait until we're inside the room and talk about it then, like what happened, to see if maybe, you know, we maybe spark something up in the room.
I don't want to sound weird, but I've always had a fascination with Jeffrey Dahmer, not because of what he did, but why he did it. I was always just fascinated and just want to know, because he was wacko. He was wacko, but he was also just normal, like in his everyday life.
Yeah.
Like, you would never suspect someone like him, you know?
It's just crazy to think that he would like have sexual stuff with these bodies while they were dead, and then he would take Polaroids, and it's just like a type of shit you hear like in movies, but no, this is real life. Like, this actually happened. This guy would lure boys and men from like gay clubs or prostitutes and force them to watch The Exorcist 3 and then sadly murder them, but not just like a stab or no, he would torture them and dismember them, and just insane. All right, guys, we're almost there. We're gonna stop by where Jeffrey Dahmer used to live in the apartments. Now they're demolished. It's just an empty land now, but just all that history, like in that land, everything, like all that energy is still there.
Yeah, of course.
All right, guys, get ready.
Story leads off our newscast.
Milwaukee police found body parts in a North Side apartment, and now they wonder if they've uncovered some kind of death factory. This was the scene earlier this morning. Police hired a private contractor to haul a refrigerator and a tank of acid out of the apartment in the 900 block of North 25th Street. Because of the acid, some neighbors were evacuated briefly. Police found parts of bodies, leading them to believe the man they arrested is a mass murderer.
This is it right here. There's no like memorial or anything for the victims.
But a police lieutenant tells us he suspects this case could get national attention and could be the most gruesome case we have seen in Milwaukee in years.
So this is where the Oxford apartment stood, where Jeffrey Dahmer lived and murdered most of his victims, right here on this very land. And I think the entrance to the apartment was right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
I've been
forgotten?
You've not been forgotten.
Who are we talking to? Is that
It's a grave. Right after I've been forgotten.
Dude, this is pretty much like a gravesite right here.
Yeah.
For all the victims that he murdered. And like I was saying earlier, they didn't put like a memorial or anything of the victims.
I don't think they wanted to be remembered like
Yeah.
that.
Several entities.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Can you tell us one of your names? We're very sorry what happened to you.
Oh, there says Dahmer right here, look.